Okay, Robert, it's all yours.
All right, welcome everybody. Let's see here. I get to a point where I can actually see what is going on here. Got too many things on my screen. All right, so I guess Tony, we're all good. We're live. You can hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. Well, let me get to the point where I can actually get my screen. You passed it to me, right? Start webinar, start.
We can see you just fine.
Okay. Do you have the attendees going on in here? Do we have those coming in?
So far, no, we are still,
There's one, two, they're starting to load in right now. Give them a
we
second.
have 3 attendees so far.
Okay.
So we are still waiting for more people to join.
Okay, cool. Okay, 1 second.
Now we can see your background.
All right. All right. And you can see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started then. So this is kind of an exciting day for us to kind of give you the first look and glance at RUBI.Ai. And I know that you guys are just waiting to get it in your hands. We can't wait to get it in your hands as well. It is a huge project. And, I always think that if you're going to do something great, there's going to be challenges. There's going to be some hard times. There's going to be some tough things because it just can't be that easy to make something that's super powerful and to change the way that people embrace one of the biggest things out there called AI. So it is a big project and it's one of the things that we're going to deal with. And so we're just pushing through this last hurdle to get this out to you. It's been an amazing run so far. And I'll tell you what, the messages I get from the leaders out in the field every day, just the support and what you guys are excited about is exactly what I am excited about. It's what Dan's excited about. Is taking a product to the world that literally will start to change the masses in the way that they understand the benefits of AI, how easy it is that they can actually use it. And so that's all the exciting things about what we're doing right here is we're creating a product that will take it. And not only do we take it around the world so that they can use it and make it easy without having to have any coding, without having to have any kind of prompt engineering. They're going to be able to do so many more things that we haven't even thought of yet with this product. But we're going to make it real fast tonight. I want to take it through the first time that we're actually showing you a Ruby and how the flow will go. So when you first log into your office, this is what you're going to see. There's just a lot of stuff going on up here that you'll have to see, your balances of your words and your credits. I'm going to go through exactly what each one of those are here in just a minute. But the most important thing that you'll see when you first get in is this quick start. And that's what we want to do with everybody when they first get in. I'm actually going to show you one of the main parts that separates us today, and that is the personify. Because personify is what takes everything that we can talk about your product or your voice or who you are and create the different personas that you want it to be. So if you want it to talk to an 18 to 22-year-old crowd, you can do that with a certain persona. If you're trying to get to a 25, 54 female audience, it's going to be a little different tone and a little different style and how you're going to go about that. And we're going to create those tones and stuff for you through Personify. And you don't have to know anything except your business. And then Personify will do the rest. So I'm going to show that to you at the very end, but I'm going to start walking you through just how the layout works, how everything is able to be seen inside of Ruby. At the very top up here is my account. So the one thing it's about Ruby is that it's very deep in layers, and that is that you can have multiple subscriptions. So I know our biggest plan has 5 workspaces and 5 collaborators that can be a part of that, but you may have 50 different products, and you might want to have 10 different subscriptions, and then 1 workplace for each of the products. However it is that you decide you're going to organize that, we allow multiple subscriptions to happen. And from businesses like the ones I run and the one that I've been a part of, I would want all my stuff separated. And so I would like those workspaces to be out there to separate how everything works. And so the first thing you'll do is you'll have all the different subscriptions that you have. You'll have all those. Hang on just a sec. That's what it is, working at home right there. Sorry. And so the first thing you'll do is you'll find which subscription you're actually going to go to, right? So you'll choose a subscription that you're wanting to have. You can go in and you can put nicknames on them. You can put avatars to them so you can keep them separated. It's very easy for you to keep separate everything that's going on. And then you'll also go through and be able to put little descriptions if you want to even get that deep into it. You'll control all of that right from the My Accounts account page. Now, all the subscriptions have their own usage. So you get so many words and so many credits per subscriptions. You'll see all of that through the subscriptions, and it's actually done in a ledger as well. So every single time something is added, you buy words or you renew your subscription, it's going to add those to your bank account. Every time you use something, it's going to pull it away. And you'll have a constant balance of everything you're going on. And you'll also know every single time that you use something so that you have good accounting of that. The one thing about the usage is that we're not a subscription base that says, hey, at the end of the month, all your words go away, so you don't use them, you're going to get new ones. We let everything just keep on accruing. So if you buy 10,000 words this month, you use 5,000. Next month, you're going to get 10,000 and you'll have 15,000. So none of those words are going away until you use them. And I think that's an important thing that you need to know, because a lot of subscriptions start over every single month, whether you use them or not. Now, your workspaces, depending upon which subscription you decide to get in, you get 1, 3, or 5 workspaces. And again, those workspaces are what separate everything individually. So if I wanted to have a special workplace just for my, let's say, Ruby, and then I wanted to have one for Spy, and I wanted to have one for Personify, I would be able to create a workspace for each one of those and keep all of my content completely separate, and they wouldn't be leaning over on each other. And I can also put my personas inside of there so that they're working correctly in that space. Now, you can also get collaborators. And again, it's just as easy as inviting a collaborator. You put in their names or email and phone number, and you send them an invite to whichever workspace that you're wanting them to go to. So if I want them to go to the workspace, I'm going to click it and I'm going to hit send invite. They're going to get an email. And that email just has a link. They click the link. It'll take them to a login page where they, accept the invitation. They create a username and a password, and they actually will not enter through your back office. So, I mean, you enter through your back office. They'll actually go to RUBI.Ai.com, and that's where they actually will enter. And when they enter, they only will be able to get into the workspace that you're granting them access. And so it's very good that if you want collaborators to get in and work with you. I know that, if I have a business out there and I've got a marketing director, I'm going to need them in there helping push some of that content. And I want that content to stay inside of the voice, brand, tone, everything that's going on already inside of Ruby. And then the last part here is every one of the subscriptions comes with a certain amount of personas. All of your personas will be managed right here. And they can be deactivated, they can be edited, they can be removed. If you're in the $15, I can't remember how many personas you have there, but I think you got 10 personas that you can create. And let's say that you've got 2 more that you needed to go. You can go and remove a couple of them or deactivate a couple of them, and not have to delete them. You can just deactivate them, and then I'll give you 2 more that you can go and build out. So you can get a lot done with the subscription packages that we've put together. And that's all under the My Accounts area. The next one you'll see is modules. That's where you're going to see all of the modules that you'll do. You'll also find that up here. And all of the modules will be sorted by collections. They'll see all this here. This is what's going to be shown tomorrow. So when we jump in tomorrow, this is what you're going to actually see. You're going to see all the modules and collections that we actually have in here. And we're going to show you how to go out and actually use those inside of our create content. So I love this area in create content, because this is where you'll add all your modules. And this is the one piece that we are now connecting everything together. That's actually slowed us down a little bit. But when you get into this area, you will not have to go back and forth to a word processor. So like if you're at Chat GPT, for instance, and you go and do something, you got to copy it, you got to go move it over into it, especially in long format, it gets to be exhausting. It's super hard when you're trying to do insights and really start getting deep into stuff. Here, you'll be able to take all the modules, multiple modules. So let's say that you're doing like what I'm going to walk through on Sunday is the 12-month marketing plan. And in that, I'm going to use 12 different modules to go through the market analysis, the product analysis, the product surveys, all of the stuff that you possibly could want is going to be through all the modules, and they all will just line up on the left-hand side over here. And you can cut and paste right into the word processor over here. And so you don't ever have to leave. And the great thing is once everything's over here, we have our SPY audit. And this is where everything in the scoring actually will show up. So you'll be able to choose, you want the SPY AI detection. This is what's going to say what's in your AI detection, how to get underneath of that. It's going to tell you exactly how to do that. And if you see this, it'll actually highlight the text. And you'll see this tomorrow too, by the way. You'll see all these things highlight as to where we need to change them. The same thing with your detect plagiarism, and then your readability has 4 different scores that you'll be able to go through. And every time that it's highlighting in here, it's going to highlight the verbiage over here for you. You know exactly what it is that you would need to change to get the score going the way you want to. But it's great to be able to say, oh, this will take it to a 4th grade reading level, and you can set it down on Dale Chaw and we can get it right to that reading style. So awesome stuff here. And you never have to leave the page to get any of this stuff done. Our chat, yes, we do have a chat, and it's called Ask Ruby, and you can come in and ask Ruby just anything you want to. So if you like to do your own prompts, or you want to do just long, multiple types of prompts, you'll be able to do that here in our chat. It's easy to use, but you also have a tip drawer. So if you're new and you don't really understand how to do prompt engineering, and you don't understand how to really do it the right way, well, we have a lot of tips right for you over here of how to go about doing that, from asking it to how to play a role, how to actually get the formatting of it done. So there's just a lot of things that if you've never done it before, even if you've done it and you just want to get better, the tip drawer over here will actually help you to start playing with this and get the most out of all the stuff in your chat that you want to do. So let me see. Actually, we'll say hello to us today, and maybe it won't. It might have just crashed it. Hang on. It booted me out. Hang on. So the reason why it's booting me out is they're still out there working on the back end. And so they're still making commits every second of the day. And so that's why it's kicked me out. But we'll be able to go through and do all the stuff that you want to do with normally with your chat. Talk to it, see what it's going to do. It'll have a nice little intro for you to come in and say what's going on for you. And you can ask it anything you want to. All right, so let's get this SPY audit. It's the same thing that you saw over in the create content, but what you're going to see over here is just the ability to do a couple of different things. One, you can cut and paste any content. It doesn't have to be content that's been created. You can put anything you want, even if it's outside of our platform, just paste it in here, run the audit. You do choose which one you want to run, and it costs 1 credit to do this. It doesn't matter which service. So you might as well click all 3 of them and get them all 3 coming at the same time and get that 1 credit. But here we also have an extract, and you're going to see extract in 2 or 3 different places throughout the system. And then you're going to see our boosts here in a second, but this will let you go and put in a website, and it will let you go and pull all that stuff from that website and put it here and run an audit to see if it's been plagiarized, if it is actually going to fly underneath the AI detection software. And that's important if you're doing SEO, you're doing landing pages. This is something that really lets you go down and see what's going on. It also allows you to see what your competitor's doing. Is your competitor using AI, and is it able to be detected? So all these things are really important. And then you can also name it, because it's really important to name all their scans. Every single thing you do in the system is saved. And so you don't have to worry about content that you were wanting to save and it just didn't do it. It's all saved in the saved content area of the back office. I think I may have locked up again. It did. Wow. I don't know. Hang on 1 second. So what happens when we show it on our dev servers? We just never know when there we go. They're updating right now. And so everything's saved in your saved content, and you'll be able to come in here and be able to open those up, take a look at them, remove them, do whatever you want to. And this is going to be really important when we start getting into all of the website data, like building out your website, building out your front pages, doing all that stuff, and to be able to open these back up and then just edit them, and then you'll have that stuff back into your websites. This is an amazing thing. I can't wait to get to November, because that's when we get to put in a lot more of the amazing things that go there. And all the content is broken by content. Your boosts are all saved, your spy results. Every single time you run a spy result, you're going to be able to see that here, and you can go in and actually see exactly what the scores were. You can remove and download them as well for your own records. And we have places for add-ons. You're going to see add-ons. Those are just places that we're going to continue to extend into the platform for you. And then the last one here is Extract Boost. So Extract Boost is, again, so many different ways of going out and gathering data and bringing it in. And so you're going to see this loaded with probably about 30 to start when we launch this out. And that will be everything from the website scraper, put in any URL you want to actually going in, scraping into the Instagrams, Facebooks, Pinterest, Twitters, YouTubes. I mean, everything you can think of, TikTok, anything you can think of as far as social platforms, you'll be able to go and scrape in there from not just a platform of, getting maybe posts, but it's really, really important to get the comments, to get the likes and follows, to find what's trending. This is all about getting information. But it doesn't have to be just social platforms. This is about anything in your business. If you want to go get, public financials and then run to see if it actually is a good deal or not, you don't have to be a financial advisor to be able to do that. You can run the module that will pick the stuff and push it right through. So there's just a lot of stuff that you'll be able to do with Extract from just getting data and pulling it into the system. You always have a balance up here of your words. You always have a balance of your credits. And then to buy those, it's just as easy as clicking to buy words or buy credits if you need to buy more. And what that will do is it'll actually take you back over into your MyFlexAI website. You'll purchase them there, and it'll automatically update on this side as well. So one of the things I think is really neat, I'm going to go to create content just real quick, because the one thing that's always been frustrating in these things is having to leave screens and come back to screens, or take it to a different platform and a different thing. Anything that you do here, just be able to hit it, and these drawers will actually be able to slide out, so you can keep seeing whatever you're doing, and you don't ever have to worry about changing anything. Same thing with editing. If you wanted to edit the voice, you didn't think it was exactly perfect for the thing that you're writing, you don't have to go back and create an entire new persona. You literally can change just your voice by hitting the extract of a URL or by an Instagram handle, paste in some text and analyze it. You can find whatever it is, and you can save that. And then that's what's actually going to be giving you your voice and your tone over here. And the same thing with languages. You'll be able to switch over your languages that are attached to your persona that you are building. The same thing with boosts. You won't have to leave. If you wanted to do boosts, all the boosts will be connected right here. You'll be able to do all of that and then add that data right into the composer window and not have to leave. So everything's very small, very consolidated in. You don't have to keep leaving the program to really create amazing things. You can copy it, paste it wherever you want. You can save it to the saved content, and you'll also be able to download them as PDF files and CSV files. And so you can import those wherever you need to. You can take those out to market. And by the way, just so you know, this is actually something that you can actually do. I'll grab some text real quick. It's one thing that you can actually do for styling. Everything is in here as well. So if you wanted to go ahead and create H1s and set up your platform and everything, when you're going to take it out to your PDF file, you'll be able to go ahead and do all the stuff that you would normally want to do in your normal text platforms that you want to do. So anyway, all of that's there. So let's take you through the last piece today. And I wanted to take you through the quick start, because this is where you need to start when you first get in the platform. And that is to set up your workspace, give it a name. So every time that you, when you first log in the very first time, this is the first thing we want to do. We've already created a workspace for you when you enter into the back office. You've already got it there. All you have to do now is go in and put a name to it if you'd like to do that. It's going to be called My Workspace. That's what it's going to be called when you first get it, but you can do whatever you want to. But let's do that real quick. And then you're going to be pasting in a little bit of information. Now, if you want this workspace to be your primary, which means that every time that you log in, this is the workspace that's going to show up in the top so that you'll already be there. You just click it as the primary workspace, and every time you log in, that's will be the first one that you're working in. Now, if you are in multiple subscriptions, you can also choose which subscription is the primary, so it always comes up as well. So let's go ahead and throw in some stuff in here. I'm going to do it about Ruby. We're talking about Ruby and how it's what it is, a little bit where it's going to go. We have a place for keywords. So every workspace has its own set of keywords. And this is why I was talking about maybe having a special one for each company or each product, because different keywords are going to be part of that. It's going to use those keywords if you wish to do that. So I'm going to throw in as many in here as I can here real quick. But I like it. You can just throw them with commas. Okay. So just as many in there as you want with commas. It holds something like 800 characters, so you can put in a lot of. If I pick the one you want to put into your content as much as you possibly can, then let's put in a reason that we want to do this. Like, what is my company about? What is my product about? So I'm going to grab that right here. Our goal is to go out and to create a worldwide business and AI content generation, speeding up the process of the masses learning the benefits of responsible AI. That's what we are excited about doing. And then the last thing we're going to do is a little bit more about your company. So I'm going to grab about my company one more time and paste it in. Now, I can do up to 3 different personas at the same time. And it doesn't matter if, they're going to give you 3 different personas. You can do one of them at a time. You can do 3 at a time. I like doing one of them at a time because I want to really fine tune exactly how I'm going about it. But you might put in and say, hey, it's going to be 8. Let it give me 3 of them. If I don't like them, I can go through them and delete them, obviously. And then you can also choose not any of this. Okay, so again, for me personally, I like to put stuff in, but there's going to be times out there where someone wants to go and search for a URL. Well, that's what you do here. Just you can skip all the stuff up here and just put a URL for a website. We're going to go scrape that website and we're going to make the persona based upon that website. The content, what it looks like, feels like, that's going into the persona. And if you want to really go into an influencer and get into that side of it, then you can also do that by putting a Instagram handle into this area and just hit run, and it will do everything. And once you do that, you hit persona, and it's going to go out and create as many personas as you put out there. It's going to give you nice little messages here along the way as it goes. And there are things that take a little bit of time with AI. So if you're sitting around looking about what it's going to do, that's going to be about that. You're going to see some things that take a little time, especially when you're doing really big searches, researches on big websites, pulling a lot of data. So here you're going to see that is created by voice profiles. So I've got a friendly and informative voice profile, informational and motivational, supportive and encouraging. I've got tones that are sitting here. So there's different styles and different tones that you're going to be looking at. The household structure, it's the demographics that I'm looking for. This one's very specific into the female. Income levels, locations, communications, influences, interests, hobbies, values, motivations, and media consumptions. All of this data that's inside Personify, every single bit of this is used in your submission so that when you're ready to go in and create content, you're going to have all of that data pushed in there, because when you go to create your content, you're actually going to see this persona up here at the top that you get to choose which persona it is that you want to select. So all that is to go and push out. That's why your content is going to be so much more fine-tuned and in the voice and tone that you need it to be in, or that your brand needs to stay in. That's what it is about with Personify. So tomorrow we'll have even more done. I'm connecting here, so we'll do a little bit more even tomorrow. But tomorrow I'm going to actually go through the create content. I'm going to show you how to use the modules. We're going to actually run it. We're going to let you see some of the results. And then on Sunday, we're actually going to build a 12-month marketing. We're actually going to build the first 3 months because it goes into a lot of detail, and show you how to put all that together in about 15 minutes. And again, this is stuff that like literally would take, months for me to go out and do, if I was really sitting down, making the business plan and putting the marketing plan inside of that. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up. I know the devs are still out there working. I can see that they've got the APIs working right now and rebooting. So thank you for taking the time to take a look at this, and then join us tomorrow. It's the same link at the same time, and we're going to go into even further details. So with that, thank you so much. Keep going and talking about it. We're excited about bringing this to market. I know that we're just in the connecting phase now, so we're getting close, and I think we're just keep updating you every single day. We're making progress every single day. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye and have a great evening, everyone.